We're going to work with the impact balls, okay? These impact balls are mostly for what I've used them for is working with full swing with a lot of players in trying to get the club face square and make sure that that club position is getting in the correct spot. But today what we're going to use them for out here on the putting green is we're going to work with the impact balls between our knees to make sure that our lower body stays still while we're putting, okay? You guys watch a lot of golf, okay? What do you notice from the pros that you've seen when they're putting? Does their lower body move much? No. So what we want to work on today is trying to eliminate any kind of lower body movement when we're putting. We want to make sure that our lower body is staying still, okay? And by doing that, we can just put the impact ball kind of between our knees like this, and as we're putting, it's going to help kind of keep those knees locked and those hips from kind of moving too much when we're putting. Because one thing that I've seen from a lot of you guys, as well as your other teammates on the team, is that when you're putting, our lower body tends to move, and when our lower body starts moving, we get very inconsistent with our putting, because our putting stroke is not as consistent with trying to get that touch and feel of how hard to hit it. Because when that lower body's getting involved, we start swinging a little harder or differently. We want to just keep it all with our shoulders and make sure that we're pushing the ball when we're stroking it with our shoulders and with our arms, and not getting that lower body involved, okay? So for YouTube, I'm going to give you guys the littler one, and you guys will have the bigger one, okay? And so what I've got here is a couple of drills. And this first one right here behind you guys is basically just trying to work on our lag putting, as if that tee right there in the middle of the box is the hole, and we want to try and get that lag putt to try and get the ball in the box as best as possible. Because if we get it in that box, it's going to be an easy two putt, correct guys?
Yes.
Exactly. So we're going to work on that, and then you two guys can come over here and you can just putt to this hole. All right? And so that's what we're going to work on right now. And our goal is to try and make sure that our lower body is staying still when we're putting, as well as I'm trying to teach you guys some good drills that you can take with you to go practice with when you're not out here at the golf course. So when I'm not here and you come out to practice, you have these drills to work on that'll help improve your game and your putting, okay? Because I'll tell you what, putting is where you're going to shave the most strokes off your game, okay? So, you two. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, okay? Let's see who can do it. This is what my coach used to do to us, okay, in high school. So basically you have to go 1, 2, 3, land it in the net, 4, okay?
In a row?
And it's, yes, in a row. If you don't get it, say you get it on the first one, you miss the second, you got to start all over, okay? So you got to do it like a ladder. You got to climb 1, then 2, then 3, then 4.
It has to stay in between.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to land in between the sticks, okay? It's got to land in between the sticks.
Well, it landed in between, but then it rolled.
That's okay if it rolls out. You just gotta land it between the sticks. Okay. This is what my coach used to make us do in high school. This is what made me, I feel like, a really good dialing in that short game. For a while there, I was really good at getting up and down. And if you don't, you gotta start all over. You'll find that the first two are really easy to master. The third and the fourth become very difficult. So guys, so one thing to keep in mind, okay? Stop hitting for a minute. Just a little teaching point here, okay? Keep in mind, okay, when you're out there playing, you're gonna find yourself in these situations where all right. So today we're gonna kind of work with the impact ball. It's gonna be our training aid today, okay? And so what the impact ball does, Max and everybody, just to kind of show you and demonstrate, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tee this ball up, okay? We're gonna tee it up because we're just kind of working on contact, okay? We're working on contact and trying to make sure that that club face is square at impact. Because I want to see you just ball straight, okay? I don't want to see a cut. I don't want to see a draw. I want to try and see you guys hit a nice straight shot, okay? So we're going to work with the impact ball. And what the impact ball does is it's going to help us kind of set that club face so that it's in the right position as we take the club back and through, and it's going to be square at impact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this impact ball between your forearms here, and you're going to take a quarter swing for me, Camden. So what that means get back to here, right here, and that club face, that toe should be pointing straight up to the sky, okay? And then you're gonna come back down, see how it naturally squares up. We're gonna hit the ball, and then we're gonna finish, and we wanna get that toe pointing straight back up to the sky there, okay? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the toe as we get in our backswing to be pointing to the sky, and then as we follow through and get about halfway there, we want that toe pointing up to the sky. So now give us a little, just bunt, if you will, a little half swing right down the middle and see if we can't hit that ball straight. Did the ball go straight? I would say so, yeah. Would you guys say that went pretty straight? Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's what the impact ball does. It tries to help us square up that club face at impact. Nice. Did you say that ball went straight? Went dead straight. That's perfect. Thank you, sir. One more for me. Just like that. Ball go straight? Most certainly did. I like it. Alright, so now we're going to take your crunch away. Alright? I want you to do the same thing for me. A little half swing. Let's get the ball to try and go straight. Okay? Maybe a little open club face, slightly went off to the right, but for the most part, pretty straight. Now give us a full swing. A little thin, a little off to the right, so that club face didn't quite get squared at impact. But you like that ball flight? It looks good. If you want to try and hit a draw, what are you going to try and do, Camden? Try and get that club face shut. Got to get that club face closed. Go inside to outside. Keep working on it. All right, guys. As well as I'm going to show you guys some I call training aids here, some tees to make sure that we're going to get desired club head path based on where we want to place these tees. And you've seen this one before where we place the tees either on the inside and outside of the ball to make sure that we're going out around the tee, as well as making sure that we don't hit any of these to make sure that we get a straighter club head path or get that inside to outside swing path that we're looking for. Okay? And also what I'm going to do is, because we're going to be working on mostly straight club head path, just put that tee out in front. I want you to try and hit that tee and working on drivers, okay? So let's work on that. If you guys want, you guys can go hit it at your